Yeah.
So watch. Do you see anything unusual? Okay, he had an MI, it looks like over the septum, right? But is there something around this heart? Effusion. So post-MI pericardial effusion, what do we call that? Dressler syndrome. So in this parasternal long axis, you have an arrow, right? You see the arrow? We just saw it before. Okay, I'm gonna ask you what coronary artery feeds that wall later. And here you have an arrow, you see it? We're gonna try to figure out what this arrow is pointing to. And you can see the RA wall collapsing, but do you see the RV wall collapsing? Yes. So here we're looking at the motion of the RA wall. There's like an MO through the RA wall to show us that it's collapsing, but the RV is not collapsing. Okay? All right. So let's go back to the beginning and ask the questions. This is the Doppler that is not showing respiratory variations. So we don't have constrictor pericarditis or tamponade. You don't see any respiratory variations. Okay? So since this patient had myocardial infarction and now has fluid, what is the diagnosis? Dressler syndrome, right? Dressler syndrome. The arrow is pointing to what ventricular wall? Anterior septum. What coronary artery feeds this ventricular wall? LAD, left anterior descending, right? So this is the anterior septum, anterior septal wall, and that's the LAD that feeds it, okay? In the apical 4, what is the arrow pointing to? Is this the diaphragm, the liver, the parietal pericardium, or the visceral pericardium? Yes, you're right. That's the parietal, the one outside. The visceral is attached to the heart. You're correct. So this is the parietal pericardium that the arrow is pointing to. The visceral pericardium adheres to the wall itself. Hi, Dr. Penna. You didn't even notice you were here. Okay. And this is showing RA wall collapse. So the diagnosis of cardiac tamponade requires what finding? RV wall collapse. Diastolic RV wall collapse, right? Okay. Did you want to talk to us?
Afterwards.
Okay.
What time do you finish?
3 o'clock, but we can take break after this case and you can
Okay.
talk to us.
Thank you.
We'll do case 10 and then take a break so you can talk. All right, case 10.